What do you think overall today?
Well, I think when you look at the whole game, I mean, a dominating performance. Obviously a really good job by the defense. Bend but don't break at its finest. You can find a way to get some takeaways, play fast, set up the offense. I think the offense converted on most of those sudden changes. We tilted the field on these guys, and our best is still out there, right? So we're still in search of it. But I thought it was a physical finish to the game. I don't know if it's quite the way we wanted to kind of get out there. They scored first, but when you look at the totality of the football game, obviously dominating win, and our guys should be really proud of it.
John, 5 touchdowns, no turnovers for the first time all season. What did you make of his game today?
5 touchdowns passing? Total. Well, just like anything else, we'll see what the tape says, but I thought it was in control. Like I said, we kind of narrowed the menu down a little bit to things that he's really confident in. I think you saw that. Obviously, I thought third down was a big advantage for us. I thought we did a good job of keeping the chains moving. Our defense did a really good job on third down. I think they were 0 for 9 on conversion down. So, John continues to get better. I think as the game went, we didn't want to run him too much, and I thought he played quarterback today. But at the end of the day, we just utilized all his skill sets, which are really, really good.
And super quick, you guys go to Jackson in garbage time. Is that like by design, or like what's kind of behind that?
Yeah, it's by design. I mean, there's something internal there, but I think Jackson's earned it, and he'll continue to get better. And it's really good to see him go out there and play some football.
When you say something internal, that's going Jackson over Zevi in that situation?
Yeah.
Clarifying. The run game, you guys, excuse me, obviously tried to establish it. It had some good, some bad. Kind of what did you what was kind of the goal and the attempt to kind of get that ground game going early?
I think we had a want to go out there and run the football. I felt like we came in a game that like we could, and we just weren't getting the hat placement. They did a couple of different things. They didn't stay in their gaps. They were rocking back. We had some runs on tape that we watched at halftime that they're there, like stay with it, and that's what we did. And I thought Wayshawn just wasn't quite 100%. I think you felt that in this game. He just got to some second level things and didn't have his normal juice a little bit. So he gutted it out. Javinsky gave us a spark there at the end, some physical football, and we'll continue to make the corrections because it shows once again when we can run the ball, we're very dangerous on offense.
So apparently Cooper Mathers can catch passes that aren't in the end zone. I think he had 3 coming in, all touchdowns. He had 4 total today.
Yep.
Just where did you kind of see him become a focal part of the offense and kind of in those seam routes, those underneath routes?
I think Coop's always just been a super reliable guy. I mean, everything we ask him to do, he seems to just deliver in those moments. And, we just kind of found some points where we need to utilize these tight ends a little bit more on some slips, on some route combinations. We missed Andre last week on a mesh route. So Coop's just done a good job delivering, and he's getting rewarded for it, and they'll continue to be a part of our offense.
Hernandez gets his first career touchdown today. Just what kind of impact did you see from him?
That is first career touchdown.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's great. Great to see Carlos. I mean, we challenged him, coming off of last week. We needed to see more. We needed to deliver more in practice, and I think he did that. And to see him have a great, catch and run, score touchdown, hit it out the back door was really, really good. So it just adds another weapon to our offense that is desperately needed.
The defense is quite disruptive today. Just what did you see, particularly from Coach Smeding and just the design of being able to manufacture those opportunities?
And they were a little different. I mean, I'm not going to say they played cautious. They had their best receiver out, so we knew they might have to play a little bit different, but more runs, more screens. They started to take advantage of the backside, strong safety 2x2s. We did a good job mixing some things up, staying aggressive, forcing the quarterback, getting some hits. Right, so it was that chess match as we went throughout the day, but I thought our defense did a phenomenal job.
Seemed like in the first half you guys were content with John getting the ball out really quick to guys like Chris and letting them make plays, but then in the second half he was able to use his legs a lot more and get in the end zone twice. What did you see maybe at halftime? Was that a focal point that you expressed to John?
Well, I think John just needs to continue to play his game, and we're still discovering what all his strengths are as he continues to get more games underneath his belt. But I think when we look back at the whole game, I felt John was really confident. I thought he was really controlled. You don't remember all those wild scramble plays that we've had probably the last couple of weeks. So that's a good job by the offensive line. We just want to get on rhythm in our passing, and I think that's what we tried to establish early. But we'll need the whole gamut of what we're capable of doing offense to keep being successful.
And then, you check off kind of your second goal of the year now, becoming bowl eligible. Just what does that mean and as you look towards the rest of your season now?
Yeah, that was big. We talked about it in there. We didn't talk about it 1 ounce coming into this game. The guys are aware of it. But this win did come with a prize. We're really proud. I kind of just gave it up for those seniors. I mean, I think that means a lot to them. Their time, we're already on that back half of the season. So to see those guys come out here, gut out a great win, a dominating win, and to get a bowl game along with it. But bottom line is every man in there is not satisfied. Okay, we're not going to be complacent. We're not going to feel like we arrived. We got to play a team next week that's been sitting on a bye week. We'll be on a normal week. We got to travel to them, so these guys are going to celebrate tonight. They're going to protect the den, and we're going to get right back to work.
You say a lot that they're not satisfied and you come in hungrier each week. But what are you seeing so far, maybe from just the first win to this win? How are those guys, acting in the locker room, or how are they approaching kind of the next week going in as well?
Well, I just want to winning can never be a relief. It's got to be joy. There's so much hard work that goes into it. So I remind them of that. It's a heck of a celebration going on in there because they know this was going to be a hard-fought win. It's homecoming. This place means a lot to us. Really appreciative of all the fans that came out for homecoming. But yeah, you can't keep building and go higher and higher and it become a weight and a stress. We need to play, not press. Okay, it's very important as we keep going through this season. We have big goals. Okay, we don't talk about them. We want to stay in the moment. But our guys are well aware of what we're trying to do here, and it takes work. There's no way to skip the work. And we're not going to perceive an opponent anywhere else, but we need to deliver our best in that moment, and our best is still out there.
And it felt, I guess, and looked on paper that Buddha had a really good game today. What are you seeing from him, again, just from his progression throughout the season? Yeah,
it feels like, he had the early success and then it wasn't as consistent. I think he's relaxed a little bit. He's comfortable in his job. He's a physical presence. It's really a joy to be around. He got the big interception. Those guys make fun of him that he can't catch, right? So to see him catch the ball and do something with it is fun. He's physical, but just excited for him. He keeps getting better and better, and just another one of our young players that's just exciting to see him keep growing.
Anything else for Coach?
All right, guys. Thank you. Go Oh, that's like the late bid. We almost sold that.
I had to catch it before. Just want to ask about the pass rush. 3 sacks, maybe off the stat sheet doesn't say a ton, and I also don't think it reflects maybe what the pass rush was able to do getting into Shager's face and really kind of forcing him into some tough throws, into some contested throws.
Yeah, it felt better. It felt like early on we felt some hits. That was the biggest learning we took from the first time playing the run and shoot is we can't sit back. We need to go attack with these guys. We still need to get Cyrus going, but it just feels like pushing the pocket from the inside, running around on the outside, some pressure stuff. It felt like it was there for most of the game, and that'll need to continue if we want to be successful.
And then felt like Bobby was on the field a lot more today. Just what did you see from him and kind of what was the added reps?
Well, we just felt like it was a Bobby-type game. And Quinn was really limited, coming off the injury last week. It's just kind of a rib cage thing. But a space game, a speed game, a pass rush game, those are things we want to get Bobby more involved with. So, like I said, we're still just finished Game 7, and everyone's competing to keep earning spots and roles, and I think that's a great place for a team to be, and Bobby's one of those guys. Yeah, I like it.
Do you think the pass rush was more just kind of from the inside, you kind of crushing the pocket, or was it more kind of bringing extra guys? Or
I think it was a little bit of both. I think there's a couple 4-down things that were good, but I think our pressure rate today was way higher. And cutting those guys loose, putting the DBs in some situations, to go get it, I thought was better. And I think you get positive results from that.
Came out with some type of injury. Do you have any update on
Yeah,
him?
high ankle right now, they're saying. X-ray was good, so we'll kind of see what the future holds there. And kind of the same ankle he just did, but in a different variety, so we'll see what that looks like.